Hello, Fab Four Forever Records here. Today, I'm just going to show you some new records I've got going up for sale soon. Now, I haven't posted on this channel in 7 months, and that's just because there has not been any new records to talk about that were going up for sale anytime soon, but now there are. They're going up for sale. I am giving a whole new business layout at Secret Headquarters, 4225 North First Avenue, Evansville, Indiana. Check it out. If you haven't already seen that on my business card, which I'm sure a lot of you have. Hello. Anyway, so what we're going to be doing here, I'm going to be showing you the records that I've got going up for sale now. So, I'm going to be starting soon, within 2 weeks or so, cleaning and sleeving all the records that are going. All the records that are currently there are going to be cleaned and sleeved too. I'm ordering a bunch of plastic sleeves, paper sleeves, cleaning supplies, which I already have a bunch of cleaning supplies I got. I'm ordering anti-static brushes and polylined sleeves now, so we're going to have polylined instead of paper. That's good. So I can clean and sleeve these better and have more premium quality records. Now, the ones that I have now, the ones that will be going up for sale. Now, guys, I suggest you go check it out now because quite a few of the records that are for sale now that haven't sold are being taken away. So within the next, well, possibly on this Friday, they're going to be hauled out. If not this Friday, then it could be the next Friday or the Friday after that. One of the next few Fridays, though, they're all going to be hauled out, a lot of the ones that are there now. So that could be 45, 78s. All the 78s are going away, guys. So if you are interested in 78s, we're no longer going to be doing those anymore for the most part. So if you want 78s, I suggest you go buy some now because there's still a few there. Most of them have already been taken away within the last year, but most of them were taken away within the last year in 2019. Most of them have been hauled out, but you can still go and there's still a few. So I suggest you do so, as we need to liquidate those anyway. They're not too expensive. So here's some 78s that have already been hauled out. Now, guys, I can ship. If you are wanting these, I can probably post them on Mercari or eBay. If you are interested in these, got an album of Choppin' 78s. This was $4 and I didn't sell it. It was only there for like 4 months. Choppin' 78s. So this one, classical 78s aren't worth crap though, so not surprised. Not surprised at all, actually. Columbia Masterworks 78s. It's hard to show you this stuff. It's hard to show you the 78 booklets without damaging the merchandise, which is bad because these, I got a huge Craigslist haul of 78s. Like, I went out to a small town way out in the middle of nowhere, like a few hours away, and I picked up an entire 78 record collection. I picked up like 600 or 700 78s. It was an entire car full of 78s, so like 700. These are the 12-inch 78s, which are actually harder to come across. So I think they're kind of interesting. 78s in general are getting harder to find by the year, because I remember about 5-6 years ago, they were much easier to come by than they are now. And that is because people are holding on to 78s because they are getting harder to find. Now here, let's just show an Elvis I Got Lucky, for example. This is about the same, well, it's exactly the same. That's the same size because it's a 12-inch 78. So I think these are kind of interesting. Not really worth much, worth about what I'm charging, $4. And how many are in this album? Let's look. This is going to be a little bit long video. 1, 2, 3, 4, 78. So that means $1 a record. So they're in great condition. They're pretty minty. They're nice. Now we've got a couple more albums of 78s. This is another album of 12-inch 78s, Chavosky. These aren't quite as nice, but they're still pretty good. This one is really great because it has something It has the original booklet that was with the 78 book when it was purchased. Sometime back in the 20s, 30s at the latest. Like Chbosky had only been dead probably for 20 years whenever this was made. 30 years maybe at the most, like Chbosky. This is cool. Okay, so now these are Victor Red Seal. Now these I will not be cleaning because I don't have a proper cleaning solution to clean these. These are in nice condition. These are really nice. I'm not playing them because I don't have a proper 78 record needle or cartridge or player for that matter. At some point, if I could get an LP120, I could play these 78s and test them, but not playing 78s at this point. So these aren't being tested, but it's, why would this not play? This looks like it's, yeah, only been played a couple times. I'm not about to go out and buy some steel needle old Victrola thing to play like super rare records on. Because, and well, nowadays, well, whenever I picked these up, they were free. That's the only reason that I got them. I literally got them for absolutely free. The only thing I had to do was drive up wherever they were. I don't even remember the town anymore that they were in. It was up further north or south. It was south. It was down, no, wait. No, it was northwest, actually. I only have a few albums left. The rest have sold. Here's a Wayne Kane album of 78s. These aren't quite as nice. So you can see there's a little bit of wear here. And a big tear. These are just 10-inch records. Just your basic 78 RPMs, your Victors. You've got basic Victor 78s. These are just black labels. I'm not a 78 person. I don't collect 78s really. 78s are good. They have a neat place in history, but I think 78s personally break too easy, and I don't like to collect them. Well, I used to not collect 78s because I used to have a brother. Well, he was little. Whenever he was a baby. He's grown up now. He's not doing that anymore. But back 5 years ago or so, I wouldn't like to collect these really much. Because one time I remember I had Carl Perkins Blue Suede Shoes 78 and a Little Richard Rip It Up 78. And those were really expensive and they got knocked over and they both broke. That was like $100 worth of 78. Oh yeah, I forgot. This one was broken. So that makes the set not as nice. So it's a decent chip. So you'd have to start it here. So that makes it not as nice. I think the broken pieces there if someone knew how to glue these together. I'm not going to waste my time on it. Well, I could if I wanted to. If it was like Elvis or something, I would take the time. If I had an Indian Beatles one or something rare, then I would take the time. But it's not rare, so. Yeah, you get 4 records in this set. This thing was like $2 when I had it for sale, which is about right for something like that. The Chbosky one's the best one. It's the Red Seal. It has the booklet. It's the nicest. Anyway, though, now time for the LPs now. Time to show you what we've got as far as these go. Oh, I got this one back home. I found it broken in the bin. Because I put these, well, I used to try to put these, I had a shelf. At the shop, I had a shelf that I was putting these on. And it was a big rolling cart shelf that I had there. The rare ones, because I had a couple one-sided Victrola 78s. Those were, I locked those up in my display case, because I'm not about to set those out and just let anybody mess with those or break them. Anyway. First of all, let's start out with some Elvis ones that I have. I'll just show you these. We've got Elvis. These are from the Cascades collection, because if you don't remember, like a year ago, I went and I picked up every single Elvis album. I picked up a near mint, pristine, original collection of every single Elvis album, and I bought every single one. So we've got the second pressing. Yeah, it's the second pressing of Loving You. These are in mint condition. They haven't been played in like 50 something years, except for a test play. Make sure that they actually do play. This one's scuffed a little bit. This one's going to be going up for sale soon. This is just an extra one that I didn't liquidate. Most have sold except for a few. This one, I'm thinking this is going to be around $10 because it's in pretty minty shape. Oh yes, this one. I don't even know what I'm going to do with this. This was a broken Elvis album, just I picked up at a flea market in a huge stack somewhere probably. It has writing. Found it in my closet. It's broken. It's probably why I tossed it in there. The cover's split. I don't even know what to do with it. Someone wants it that they can take it out of my hand for like $1, literally. This is another one from the Cascades collection. None of these have split seams. This was put there to prevent it, actually. Here's Roustabout. This is is it a first pressing or a second pressing? It's a second pressing. It's either a first or a second. I can't tell. It's minty. Reason for getting rid of these last couple Cascades albums I have is just that I don't need them. Simple as that. I already have too many copies of all these albums. 68 Comeback Special. This is a nice cover to frame. It's not really nice to have as a collectible, but if you're just going to frame it and show the front of it, it's nice. Has an original Elvis Presley inner sleeve for anyone that's wanting to collect those sort of things. This is an original. The older ones from the 60s are getting harder to find, but the record's broken. So this is worth like $1. I found this one. Or wait, no, this one was damaged during transit and it got shipped back. That's why. This one got shipped back to me. This is a super minty album. This is going to be like 20 or 30. This is a very first pressing, a mono pressing of GI Blues. This one is pristine. I've been storing it in a anti-static poly-lined inner sleeve. This thing is pristine condition. This is absolutely beautiful. A sight to see. It's from the Cascades collection too. This one has the original RCA Victor inner sleeve, and the cover is gorgeous. Sharp corners, and record hasn't been stored in there, so it's not split at all. It's perfect. The seam is gorgeous. It's a gorgeous album. Hasn't been handled a whole lot since it was made. I've only taken it out of the sleeve a handful of times, so I kind of have to for this video. It's not something I enjoy doing, taking out. Well, I mean, I enjoy looking at these records, but it's not something that I like to take out of the sleeves because I don't want to take the chance that this is going to get damaged. This will be in the locked case, so you'll have to go back to the back of the shop and find a locked case. Elvis Legendary Concert Performances. This is a double record set. This is getting really, really hard to find, actually. Like, surprisingly hard. I've only had a handful of copies over the years. Legendary Concert Performances. It's minty condition. The records are perfect. No spindle wear or anything. These things are perfect, as you can see. I like to have that light behind me up there so I can show records. I like to particularly, that's why I actually put my chair over here every time I'm going to do a video. As you can see, I have a tripod now to stand my camera on. I like it. Allergies. You have bad allergies whenever you're a record seller or collector. Okay, so you've got the cover. It's some sharp corners, I guess. Oh, yeah, the cover's a little bent there. The records are perfect. The cover's not exactly perfect. It's decent. Got a couple copies now of Harem Scarum. I just don't need these albums. I think this one might have been from the Cascades collection. It might have not been. It might have been the other one I'll show you in a minute. I just don't need them. In my opinion, it's not a great album. No spindle wear. This one's mint. As you can see, this one is not even like a VG Plus or something. This is a flat out near mint. This one's beautiful. Has the original inner sleeve, except it's in absolutely perfect condition and it's not bad at all. Here's this. Cover's not quite as perfect. It's a little chipped up over there. And yeah, it's a few tears down there. Other than that, I would say it's a good album though. So you've got that. No split seams or anything like that. It's nothing terrible. This one's in better condition than that one. This is another. These are both monos. Yeah, these are both first mono pressings. These are originals, both of them. First press. Well, that might be a second. I know this one's a first. This is from the Cascades collection. Yes, this one's a first pressing. That one has the white lettering, and this one has the gray lettering on the Harem Scarum title. So this one is the first. That one's the second pressing. This one, they're both equally beautiful. These aren't going to be that much money. They came from the Cascades collection, but I mean, I'm still not needing that much. If you don't know what I mean, whenever I say that, they belong to the lead singer of the band, the Cascades, if you don't know what that means. They belong to the lead singer of the band of the Cascades, if you look it up. His name is Jean-Claude Gameau. They belong to him. These were his records. And yeah, he owned these. If you don't know who the Cascades are, they had a million seller with Rhythm of the Rain. So you can check that out. Okay, this is a 70s one. This one's not from that. This is just Frankie and Johnny. This is a Pickwick album. I think both of these Harem Scarums, I'm thinking the second pressing is probably going to be $5, and then maybe the first pressing might be like 8 or 9 or 10, because it's that shrink. Frankie and Johnny, this is a Pickwick album. It's nice and minty. No spindle wear, really. Cover has no ring wear, surprisingly. It has the Pickwick inner sleeve. No ring wear. Sharp corners. No, not sharp corner there. These corners are sharp. This one's dull and this one's dull. Okay. Dull and sharp corner. That one's decent. Okay, so that's it for the. Oh, wait, no. I'm still going to show this one. This is I Got Lucky. This is a. No, that's just a flat out tear right there. And this one's sticker wear. Not really a great album. The Collect, if you're a completist or a die-hard collector, it's decent. I don't know. It's pretty minty. The record, I guess, not the cover. The cover's trash. Now that's it for the Elvis. Now we have some Beach Boys albums. I picked up a decent haul of Beach Boys albums a few days ago, so let me show you these. We've got Little Deuce Coupe. These are pretty decent, I would say. On the cover, grades of EG. These are all first pressings of Beach Boys albums. These are not late pressings. These are first originals. Yeah, the record grades of EG too. It's decent. It's not perfect, but it's pretty decent. The Beach Boy album, I think a Little Deuce Coupe's probably going to be like $8. That's once it's cleaned and sleeved. It's probably going to be like $8. It's about right for these because they're first pressings. Surfer Girl is better than that one. Surfer Girl. This one's better than that one is, but it's not like super amazing. They all have the original inner sleeves and they're perfect. These are US press. These are, I'm pretty sure these are West Coast pressings. They might be East Coast pressings, though. For sure they're West Coast pressings. From where the Beach Boys were from. This one, the vinyl grade's about a BG++. The vinyl is amazing on this one. The cover is a BG, just like the other one. It might even be a BG+. This one's going to be like a $10 album or so, $8 or $10, just like that one. This one's probably not going to be so much. Well, it might be as much. I don't know. If someone knows how to erase pen off of a record, someone, fortunately, kind of ruined this cover, because this cover is minty. There's no split seams or anything, but someone felt the need to make writing, and they felt the need to write "I'm a pimp" really big on this album cover. Honestly, that kind of ruins the value of it still. Like, I mean, it's still a decent cover, but that kind of ruins it just a little bit. The record's not nearly as great as the other two. The record's more scratched up. There's a couple of deep scratches on here. I don't know if they skip or not. This album's only going to be like $5. For $5, it's still a good copy because, I mean, the record still grades probably a G plus or a VG. The cover, even with that writing, still grades a VG. Now we've got writing, no, thank God there's not writing on this cover, is there? No. This is a UK import of Best of the Beach Boys Volume 3. This is UK pressing. Cover only grades about a G plus because there's some creases, but UK covers are hard to find in mint condition because they tear up a lot easier. They don't get split seams like American covers do, but they still wrinkle and get creases. The record's near mint. The record's nice. This cover, or this album's probably going to be around, well, I'd say $5 to $7. Prices are still negotiable. Okay, well, that's it for Beach Boy albums. I have those ones. Got those albums. We've got more now still. These are just artists, or these are just by various artists. Got Sandy Nelson, Heat. This one still grades decent. It's a 60s pressing. The inner sleeve is nothing special, just basic. The cover's still in the shrink wrap. It has the store sticker. I like these kinds of stickers on records. Major label Bonanza. Values $4.98 to $5.98. Only 98 cents. Playable on stereo phonographs. I like those kinds of stickers. This record's only going to be like $3, even though it's decent. Jerry Lewis, this album's going to be like $2. Yeah, 2 would be about right. Taste of Country. This is Nashville Sun. It's pretty minty. So this is a Nashville Sun. Not that good. Nashville Suns aren't that good. What I look for is the Memphis Sun. Honestly, Jerry Lee Lewis isn't that great of one to find anymore. Well, if I find like a really, really minty copy, or a picture sleeve or an EP, then I like that. Just Jerry Lee Lewis 45s, I usually store those in the $1 bin or $2 bin. If I just find your average G grade, Great Balls of Fire, or a whole lot of shaking going on. Cover's decent. Johnny Cash, same way with those. I mean, I don't really get that excited anymore if I just find a Johnny Cash and it's like G. If I find Johnny Cash picture sleeve, no. If we're talking Columbia, not that great. I find Columbias all the time and I throw them in the $1 bin. Even really minty Columbias, I still pick those up and just throw them for like $3. I mean, they're not that great. If I find picture sleeves on some, like if I find like a Guess Things Happen That Way picture sleeve or something, or Cry Cry Cry. I found those a couple times. The Cry Cry Cry, the original. Those are worth a decent amount, like $30 or $40. This is Speak Low. The cover's really bad. And it's in 2 pieces. This is a sample copy, not for sale. The only thing interesting about this is it's made out of styrene, which is what 45s were made out of, but this is an LP. As you can see, I just like to do that. That's the only reason I got it, is just to show people for cool factor. Hope you can hear that. Maybe I'll post a clip of it on YouTube on this channel. If I replay this, because if I replay the slide stream and it's not good. Okay. George Harrison. This is George Harrison from 1980 on Dark Horse. Has the inner sleeve with it. Chop mark. This was a discounted album. The record's nice. The inner sleeve's nice. The cover's only okay, though it has a crease. The record is near mint. The inner sleeve is, actually it's near mint as well. But then the actual cover is only about a VG. I don't know, it's a $4 or $5 album at the most. Benny Goodman Swing in the Spring. Cover only rips. I don't know what to even do with it, really. Not going to get any money for it. Steppenwolf Gold, they're great hits. This is a decent copy. I hate that someone sat their drink down on it, though, someday. Gatefold is decent. Back. Let me show you the record. It's in a cheap, very flimsy paper sleeve. That's the flimsiest of the flimsy. I could tell people didn't try to prevent spindle wear because I could tell that there was a lot of friction between the label and the actual record player. I don't know, the record's decent though. I mean, it grades like a VG. It's still a fine record. There's no problem with it. I don't know, it's like a $4 album. $3 or $4. It's rock. Rock and pop is always good to sell. Okay, this is actually a really nice album. I'm going to take a few minutes on this one. This is the version 2 cover for Introducing the Beatles. This is really rare cover to come across. It's only the cover, it's not the record. This is actually a really rare jacket to come across. This is nice. As you can see, I have had this for about a year now, and I've looked and researched for countless hours. And this thing passes just about every test of legitimacy that there is. This is legit. Like, I'm positive this is the legit. Well, this has passed every test there is. Well, for one thing, this is a version 2. It's a version 2 with comma. It has, well, I don't know if that appears really, but as you can see right there, there's George Harrison's shadow. There's George Harrison. There's the shadow. I tried the honey test, and it passed that too, because on Taste of Honey, if you look at the H on honey, sometimes if it doesn't look all there and it looks like there's small chunks missing or something, then it won't be legit. If it says, I don't remember which it is, if it's Love Me Do up there and P.S. I Love You down there, or if it's P.S. I Love You down there or Love Me Do up there. I don't know. This is the Please Please Me, Ask Me Why version, which is hard to come across. And the other ones have Love Me Do, P.S. I Love You. Also, it's a mono and it doesn't have a white stereophonic bar up at the top, so that's good. The Please Please Me has a comma, as you can see, which that means that it's legit too, because if the Please Please Me doesn't have the comma, then it's not worth as much. It has Please Please Me, Ask Me Why. It passes the honey test. Has George Harrison's shadow. There's no stereophonic bar. It's a mono edition. It's completely legitimate. So now let's open this. I only open this very rarely. I've only opened it a couple times because it's a crystal clear sleeve, which I put it in so I can inspect it anytime I need, if I find a new test on the internet. And only unseal these a certain amount of times before they tear up. Here it is. This is not as rare as a butcher cover, but it's worth like half as much as a butcher cover. Like, I'm being serious. This thing, well, it's worth about $125. Butcher covers, you can get them for about $250 for the beat up butcher covers. This isn't beat up. This is in decent shape. So yeah, This is worth about half as much as a lower end butcher cover. Because this is worth about 125, 100 to 125. I'm personally going to offer it for 100 because I think I'll have an easier time selling. And this was an ex-library copy, so for a collector, if they would like to do more research on it, I even preserved the original library tags in a plastic slip and put these into the album jacket. The jacket is flat. There's no bad split seams on this thing. Not sharp corners. It's not that nice to where the corners are sharp and nice. But yeah, put that back in there. This is a mono edition, version 2 with comma introducing the Beatles cover. With the record, it would be a $300 album if the record checked out to be legit too. Because there is certain versions of this album, it's super complicated. I'm not going to take too much time to go in depth, but some versions are worth absolutely nothing of this album. Others are worth tens of thousands of dollars. I happen to have a middle of the road version. Most of the versions are worth pretty much nothing. This one happens to be worth some money. Oh, this has the comma though. The library tags, unfortunately, on the back left some marks. Boom, boom, boom. Pretty sure. Oh no, it's boom, boom, boom. So it left some marks. Right there was a barcode sticker, and right there was the pouch. The pouch went right here. It was stuck right there. And then this sticker was stuck right there. And I took them off and preserved them in a plastic pouch because I needed to take that off to even be able to see everything. I couldn't even see the H and honey barely. I couldn't see the twist and shout because I heard someone also talk about the O and twist and shout being off too. So I couldn't even see all the information I needed. I was hoping it wouldn't rip the cover because that would make it to where the information was impossible to see. Because a collector does not want the counterfeit ones. The collectors want the legit ones. If you don't know what I mean by counterfeit, some guy made tons and tons of these in his basement. We've got to seal this. There we go. It's sealed perfectly now. Yep, so this is awesome. Just got one more thing. The original debut album of Santo and Johnny. Perfect glossy cover, mint condition. White, no split seams or anything. I think this might be... No, it's not Canadian pressing. This is the American pressing. It's Canadian American Records. Santo and Johnny. This is hard to find. This is very hard to find, for that matter. Santo and Johnny albums. Santo and Johnny records in general. 78s, 45s. 78s are hard. Like if you find Sleepwalk on 78, that's hard. This is hard to find. This is a very hard album to find a first pressing of. It's been stored in an audiophile inner sleeve that's in perfect condition. Boom. This is near mint. It's an original pressing. This is a great album. This will be in the display case too. I think this is going to be about $30, maybe 40, probably 40. So 40 on this here. Let's just go through a quick run through of prices. $40, $100. I don't know. $4 to $5, probably $4. $2. $3. $5. $8. $8, $3, or probably two actually, $2, $3, $5. I'll just do 5 on both. $5, like $8, $20, $2, $5. Honestly, don't know about that. Probably like $8 or $10. Like probably $4. And then another like $5, and then another, I don't know how much on that. Okay, so now I think I have a 45 or two. Just a couple. Just a couple 45s, if any. Okay, what was there? Was there just this one? I think there's just this one. This is a rare Ladders 45. Smoke Gets in Your Eyes by the Platters. And Smoke Gets in Your Eyes by the Platters. Not really. I don't remember what the other song on the back of this 45 is, or what it's supposed to be. It is not Smoke Gets in Your Eyes. This is an error 45, where they somehow stuck the label on both sides. I was wondering if it was a promo, but it's not. It's just flat out just an error. Smoke Gets in Your Eyes. This is going to be like a make offer type deal. Make offer on this. You can make any offer. It can be $2, $5, $10. Just because you make a $2 offer doesn't mean I'll take it. But you can still make that. Yep. So this is the 45. It's the only one we have. And then this may be for sale. Let me just show you. Elvis at Madison Square. Cassette tape catalog. And this. Vinyl's in good shape. Cover. No, not really. I mean, after all, it has a bent corner. It has a little bit of wear through the top and the sides. The cover, the white on the cover is a little bit dirty. Gotta put that in. Okay, guys, so I think that's just about it for today. Thanks for watching this live stream or video, however you're watching it. Thanks for watching this video. So these records will be there within the next couple Fridays, as I already mentioned. So within the next 2 weeks. Yeah, they'll be there within the next 2 weeks for sure. Now all the records will be cleaned and properly sleeved in plastic and paper polyline sleeves. So that'll be good. All the 45s are going to be sleeved from now on too. So they're going to be sleevable, not in this exact plastic type of thing. They're not going to have a fold over thing like this. They're just going to be in plastic that'll cut off around up here for the 45 ends. So it'll be about the size of a picture sleeve, but it'll be plastic. So that way, and I don't know if it'll be this thickness or not. Here, there, yeah, let's set that down. I don't know, this might be about right. It might be a little thicker than that. So, okay, thanks for watching the stream. See ya.